Just picked up the gasket, the exhaust gasket here. I'm gonna throw it in. As you can see, it's a little bit different. This was one that was like a universal one, and this is the one that's actually for the after the O2 housing. So I'm gonna throw it on. Got that gasket installed. Took a little bit with everything being in the way and trying to get it all up at once, but got her up in there. So we're good there. And then I found out there's a hanger that's not even in. So Jesus Moses. But fix one thing, find another thing that's broke. That's all right. To be working on this side. It's not much room, as you can see. There ain't much room going on there, but I've been kind of working on, I got a light. No, I really don't. Okay, anyway, I've been working on getting this this axle out here. So I took off the, oh, there's a light. Oh God, oh boy. So as you can see, I got the tie rod off. I got this lower joint off. You can see that. Yeah, I got that lower ball joint off, and I'm working on the other one here. And then I got the shock obviously off, the tie rod or the sway bar mount or the sway bar link off. So it's a little bit of a process, but we're getting there. Okay, so we got the axle out. This is the intermediate shaft that I was going for, that had all the play, and it just, let's see if I can, it's got a little bit of play in it. I don't know if that's normal or not, but I'm gonna bring that part in and see if it needs a rebuild or anything, because it was wobbling on there for a while. And I got a new axle here, off a new axle, because the other one was slinging mud everywhere, grease. So that cup came off. That was the 240. So yeah, and it's actually a pretty thinner shaft actually. So the new one's got a little bit of a meatier shaft on it. Not that I had any issues. Not that I had any issues snapping axles, but it'll be all right. So this is kind of the outcome of it. Just everything is good. Everything is pretty much apart on these. So I'm gonna try to get that exhaust hung back up. So hopefully that'll go smooth. So on to the next little thing. Woo! All right, got a bunch of crap apart. Let's see. Well, let's just go take it out. So I ended up wanting to change the oil out because I had the oil drain tube here was leaking. So drain the oil out, getting ready to grab the gaskets tomorrow for it. Then I'll put that back on, fill it up with oil. Inner tie rod here was a little bit loose. Had a little bit of play in it, so took the whole setup out. So I did notice that I worked at Valvoline Instant Oil Change at the time, and I noticed there was still a Valvoline oil filter on this car that I sold 7 years ago. He said he didn't drive it for like 3 years because he said the clutch was going out. But 4 years without an oil change or 3 years without an oil change. My God, I really hope that wasn't the case, but here's the oil. Let's see if we can get a good, I mean, it's not, ugh. Yeah, that's black. So it's a good thing I'm doing this. Desperately needed it. And I do have a little bit of head ticking noise, so I don't know if it's a lifter or if it's something else in the top, in the head valve train. So I might run some transmission through it and some seafoam, let that run through for like an hour, let it really clean off all the shit, and then drain that stuff out and put some really good oil in it. I probably will do it. It'll need it, but I'm gonna have to write myself a little sticky note because this won't be starting for a little bit longer, at least until I get this axle situation all plugged up. So then I'll feel a little bit more confident about starting it and letting it run. So that is about it for tonight. We'll see what happens next time. Okay, so we got a couple of things on the to-do list. We're going to seal this up. We're just gonna use some high temp RTV on these, put it in, let it set for a little bit. I got couple of oil filters here, some oil, tie rod end and tie rod inner. I don't trust that this oil has been done regularly or on time, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is I've got some seafoam here and some transmission fluid and some extra oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some motor oil and transmission fluid in the engine. So it's going to be half and half. It's going to be a little bit of a mix, and then I'm going to throw the seafoam in it. I'm going to let it run for, half hour, 40 minutes. Just let it really cycle through, really get in its operating temp to really clean off that gunk. The transmission fluid's got detergents in it, so that'll really break off any gunk, inside all the oil galleys and all the oil veins and whatnot, and maybe hopefully even eliminate some of that lifter tick up top or whatever's ticking up top. So I'm going to do that after I get this drain tube fixed, and then if we got some time, I'll throw the inner and outer tie rod on. So after this is all done running, this little concoction I'm going to make, I'll drain that crap out, put on a new filter. That's why I got 2 of them. Throw on, and then throw good oil in it. And then I'm really hoping I get some crap out of there. So we'll see what happens. Well, we got some tires that came. 225/45 Lion Hearts. Just some cheap tires. There should be 2 more, but I don't know why the FedEx lady just dropped 2 off. I don't know. They did say they were going to be here tomorrow, so maybe the final set of tires will be here tomorrow. So I'll get those mounted up and maybe throw them on this side. Yeah. Okay. So I'm getting these wheels put on. I know I only got 2, but I'm too damn excited. So here they are, 225 Lion Hearts, 225/45/17. They got a nice little stretch to them. Just a little moderate stretch. Tread wear is 500 directional tire. So we'll see how they rock. They should do pretty good. Did that little concoction with the trans fluid, seafoam, engine oil, and everything's looking pretty good down here, no leaks. So there's the drain tube that I replaced, just RTV'd. So you can kind of hear that tick. I'm not sure if it's, yeah, it's kind of coming from this side over here. So, but got the fans working. Blowing some pretty good air down there. So it just came up from all the way cold. The temp started to come up, the water temp. So gonna let it run for a good half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Just actually turn these off for a little bit. And we got some decent oil pressure after it warmed up. So threw the tie rod into, got the old inner and outer out, and then threw that new one in. It's all tightened down. So, oh, then I put the wheels, I just set the wheels on because I still need to get them balanced. But got them on. So put the front one on there. So waiting on the other two. Waiting on the other two to come in hopefully tomorrow. I don't know why they ship separately, but whatever. Well, it's been about a half hour so far. Kind of down there cleaning things up, cleaning all the rats, seeds up and all the cobwebs under the cab. So just kind of letting it idle, revving it up a little bit here and there. So more waiting. All right, so I just got done letting it idle for a while. Drained the old stuff and threw in some 1030. For some reason, these call for like a 2040 weight, but that's from the dude at O'Reilly's, so that might be a little bit different. So I just went with a 1030. So, and then here's what we drained out. So, I mean, it definitely cleaned some of it. Let's get a better perspective. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, as you can see, it's black, but yeah, it definitely got some crap out of there. Let's actually start it, see how it sounds. Still got a little bit of a tick, but maybe it'll go away as, you know, the film of the detergents are in there, always cleaning it. So we'll see what happens. So that's another installment. Yeah, I got a lot done tonight. Pretty proud.